And we're back. Okay. Barf, we're gonna break the barrier of Ganon's tower with our power. There's Angus in chat. See, I think a boss using the platform rod in conjunction with the mirror shield would be nice. Travel to different platforms, reflect light on the boss kind of thing. I think that sounds like an awesome boss fight, dude. I think that'd be a totally killer boss fight. I collected that key, right? Okay, yeah. Didn't sound like I collected it. Now, this is probably one of my favorite dungeons in this place, because it asks you to do kind of everything that you've learned to do at all in the game. Money, please! Super Mario Brothers ass fireball line things. I'm pretty sure I want the blue ones up in the next room. Yes. Yes, I do. Let's see if I'm a good enough shot with the boomerang here. Damn it! Got it. Is the next room that pain in the ass? No, it's not. Yep. I think there's more free money in this room. Oh shit, and there's some free money in the graveyard that I never went and got. I'm gonna collect up all the free money after I beat Aghanim, but before I beat Bowser, just so I can swing back over to the Great Fairy and fill out my arrows, so that I can genuinely say it was a. Oh, there's not free money in here. Oh, damn. So that I can genuinely say it was a complete run. Fun little tile puzzle. So they get a little tricksy and false in this room. They do a sneaky thing. Because what they want you to do is waste all your mana repeatedly using the Ether Medallion to get short glimpses of that secret bridge. But if you light that lamp over there, you just do that. Easy peasy. Come on out. There we go. Last time I fought these guys, I had the regular ass arrows. Let's see how they fare against the silver arrows. One shot. No hope of survival. I really like that they put those guys in there, because those guys and the next two bosses that I'm going to fight before I get there is... I don't know, it's such a unique, fun way of reminding you how much more powerful you've gotten over the course of the game. Well, that's a freebie. I'm full up on fairies. Come here, baby girl. You're coming with me. Now I should be right back up... Oh, sweet, the red mail. Again, throwback to Zelda 1. With my purple hat and my pink hair. I'm a goddamn Technicolor Dreamcoat right now. Tell you what, Ursangus, I'm not going to read that one out loud, but I appreciate the joke. Get you through the... Got him. Is it this one? That one. Alright. Ah! Okay. I was stuck there for a hot second. Ah, come on. Mirror shield can't block those things? Come on. Got him. I think it's okay to leave these like this. Yeah. The sprite lag is real? Yeah, it really is. I'm not sure if that's the, I don't know if it's my crappy computer causing that, or if it's the emulator itself, or if that's something that would have happened in the original Super Nintendo. It's hard to really know, because I did experience a bit of that in the old SNES back in the day. It wasn't as often, obviously, as it was in the original Nintendo, but it would happen, that's for damn sure. Oh yeah, and now there's like 4 of these rooms, right? Just gonna hang out and snipe. Damn it. Got him. I guess I could have shot an arrow at him. Fuck. I hate ice in this game. on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Fuck. I will open all these pots. I don't care if there's nothing in them. My God, it's still happening. But yeah, like, it took a long time with the level 1 sword to just wail on these guys. Hitting them in 2 hits now, like, it really... Like, they go out of their way to remind you, like, remember, you're a badass in comparison to a couple of hours ago. Dead. Dead. I get the feeling that when they made this level and these puzzles, that they were just like, let's throw whatever we want to at them. It doesn't matter at this point. Like, just give them a room with lasers in it this time, and next room is going to be fire, and next room is going to be... doesn't matter. Just hit them with everything. Some magic would go a long way. I wonder if there's an enemy nearby that I can freeze. Alright, let's see how my basketball skills are. Yep. Fucking one shot. Hey, there we go. Man, they really give it to you in this game. You know what? I'm gonna move him. There we go. Moldorm! Hey, buddy. It's been a while. Alright, see ya. I think I'm pretty close to the end of the dungeon at this point. A couple of these Helmasaur dudes, and then... there can't be much after this. Nope. End. It is great that you could come all the way here, Barf. How come he got to keep his human form, and I had to fight to get the damn Moon Pearl? Alright. Guess what? I'm gonna beat your ass with the bug net. Wow. First thing I do is get hit. All my timing is thrown off. The bug net's much slower. Alright, I'm done dicking around. That last fight is so satisfying to kill that fast, like killing dinosaurs in Ungoro. I know exactly what you mean. Nobody's shooting lightning at me today. Yeah. There he is. Hey, big guy. Would have been nice to be able to use my my bird buddy in the Dark World before this, but you know, whatever. Gotta wait for my pizza to show up, then probably stream some Day the Tentacle. The Futurama movie? Day the Tentacle? The LucasArts game. I feel like I should know this game, and I don't. Is it a Steam game? If you ever played the old Sam and Max game, it's like that. Alright. I think I have an idea for what we're talking about now. Carry more arrows. I think the maximum arrows is 70. And she gives you 10 on the last one, and that's how you know you're done. So I think I only have to do this 2 more times. But, like, this goes back to my whole complaint about this game. Like, I didn't do any farming for rupees at any time. I just knew where all the rupees were at. But they put all this stuff in where it's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rupees that you can spend on upgrades. But if you don't know where all the rupees are hidden, basically the game is telling you, well, go grind for them. I don't know. Come on, bump me from 60 to 70 so I know I'm done. 70, nice. Alright, all done. Literally, I have one thing left to do now. Let's go be a legend. The Ganon fight in this game is very reminiscent of the Zelda 1 Ganon fight. Well, very reminiscent. It's a throwback. You're in a square room. In Zelda 1, I think there were actually some other things going on in the room besides the 2 lanterns, but basically, you get in there, and he runs around the room kind of like this, but he's invisible, which is going to come into play here in a minute. He's got fire bats. Ah, fire bats. I want to know if this is where the Hearthstone player got his name from. Eh. Oh, don't fall off. It's getting more and more like the Zelda 1 fight. You're doing well, but can you break through the secret technique of darkness? In fact, I can. Turn off the lights. Ah, no, don't block him! That wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. Maybe I should wait for him to throw the fire so I know where he's going to be. Well. And then basically the whole strategy for in the first one was to just stand still and keep swinging. And like he would move around the room and you'd eventually hit him a few times. You actually do have to chase him down in this, which is a little bit more active, which I like. Actually, there was the same strategy for Zelda 2. The last boss was Shadow Link, and the best strategy was to crouch in the corner and then just keep attacking, and he would run into your sword for you. Alright, let's go, you bastard. Not afraid of you. He freezes the room, and I'm in this, like, cool action... Well, not this one. Alright, okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? You fat bastard. Ah, I missed it. Yeah. Missed it again. Gotcha. Yeah. Eat it. Yeah, where are you? Oh, I don't want the fairies, is what I want. Come on, you bitch. Gotcha. Don't kill me! It's alright, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. It's fake. Nigga. Victory! Holding up my sword. I gotta go talk to this really long-winded piece of gold. I'll be right back. And all these, like, beautiful curtains and this nice altar. You wouldn't think that, like, Ganon's shithole pyramid thing would have all this nice stuff in it. I am the essence of the Triforce. Or maybe this is where the Triforce was always hidden and Ganon just took it over. That makes more sense. What does the voice of the Triforce sound like, I wonder? What if it's like the alien from, I don't know, it must have been Season 3, Adventure Brothers, where he just, like, screams in a robotic voice, "Ignore me!" Did I just blow out all the earphones in the room? I'm sorry. If a person with a good heart touches it, it makes his good wish come true. If an evil-hearted person touches it, it grants his evil wishes. But, like, apparently it grants nice wishes no problem, and it grants evil wishes, like, kind of shitty. The stronger the wish, the stronger the Triforce's expression of that wish. Like, Ganon's wish was to rule the world, right? But he, that wish changed the Golden Land into the Dark World. Yeah, so it gypped him. It, like, you know, it basically said, yeah, I'll grant your wish. And he says, I wish to conquer the world. And he was like, which world? This one, I guess. And, you know, But now I'm going to make a wish that's like, restore everything to niceness, and it just knows what it is that I mean. But now you've totally destroyed Ganon, his dark world will vanish. And in its place will be Low Rule. Come back and see us for The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Triforce is waiting for new older, the Gona powers in your hands. Maybe it's got like a drawl, like it's southern. Touch it with your heart. Touch it with a wish in your heart. Oh, it's the thing from the opening! This is like the coolest way to do ending credits, man. Like, and Ocarina kind of did the same thing, but it was a couple of people partying out in the woods. But this is literally, or not in the woods, in the field. But this is literally like everybody has been set straight. Everything is fine. It's all good. This guy's alive again, the loyal sage in the sanctuary, aka the priest in the church if you're playing the Japanese version of this game. Ursangus. Honestly, the lore behind the Triforce doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, it's been retconned a couple of times. Because, like, in this game, there's a realm that it lives in, but in... apparently each third is the departure point for one of the three goddesses. Yeah, they talk about that in Ocarina. Hey, it's my thief buddy. The one that I pissed off when I destroyed his sign. Yeah, they talk about that in Ocarina, but, like, you know, the story is different in each game. And I guess that Nintendo could make the argument that, well, the games are set so far apart in the same universe that the legend evolves over time. Like, it's not a, hey, my uncle's alive. He died in the sewers. You know, like, each iteration of the story gets a little different because, you know, legends pass down through the generations or whatever, but I don't know. Like, it's always a little different. And, like, you know, the Triforce was, like, even the story of how, I think the story of how the Triforce got to where it is now in this game comes from Ocarina, where they, like, they talk about how it was hidden away in a sacred realm. But, I mean, there's only, like, tenuous, the connections to that story are tenuous at best. But it feels like they're trying to rope it all together. Seeing the flute boy there, man, tugs on the old heartstrings a little bit. The first time I saw that, I was a little kid, and I saw that the flute boy was back and that his grandpa was happy again, and man, I just, like, the hands in the air, shout, scream, happiness sort of response. My parents thought I was nuts, but that little kid came back is really, really special to me. I don't know if you can hear that. The kids are getting let out of school across the street. Bug-catching kid got healthy again. I like the bug-catching kid. Literally like, hey man, I can't use this. Here, borrow it. And then that's all the story he gets until, you know. The lighting in the room changed a little bit. I'm starting to get more pale. I gotta adjust the saturation on my camera when I get a chance. The lost old man on Death Mountain finally found his way out of that cave. I guess maybe all those rocks were stopped falling. He never even left his stump. He's like, I'm standing here. And the Master Sword sleeps again forever. That is not a mistake in continuity, according to the impossible timeline that Nintendo put out. For more on the impossible Zelda timeline, please visit the Game Theorists on YouTube. But the games that follow this, according to that timeline, are Zelda 1, Zelda 2, A Link Between... well, A Link Between Worlds. The Triforce was in that. Shit. Not the Triforce, the Master Sword. I'm almost certain, but the Master Sword has to have been in that game, and it has to have followed this. Well, it doesn't have to have followed this, but it probably followed this. But anyway, it said that Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, and I think one or two other games, maybe Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, were in this branch of the timeline, and in none of those games, the Master Sword is not present in any of those games. In fact, Zelda 3 is Link to the Past is the introduction of the Master Sword into the Zelda canon. Beans is I want to get all the way through the credits and watch all of my 0 deaths in all of the dungeons go by. I think it's something to talk about. I feel like now more than ever is Nintendo's opportunity to make a Zelda game that stars Princess Zelda. I think that would be a wildly awesome, cool game. And, you know, it could take one of any, you know, multitude of forms. You could have a game that, you know, you play as Zelda during the events of Ocarina and, you know, train as a ninja and, you know, assist Link in his progress while you go off and do your own thing and you know, stuff like that. You could have a game that focuses on Zelda while she was a pirate captain. You could have a game that's kind of like in Triforce Heroes, or not Triforce Heroes. Hyrule Warriors? Hyrule Warriors was the name of the game. The Dynasty Warriors game, where it's like a combat centric game where you play as Zelda and you beat the shit out of some stuff. It bothers me that Zelda is made to be such a cool character and then is relegated to being kind of nothing for the majority of most of her games. She plays a prominent role in Ocarina because she's, spoilers, you meet her in the very beginning and she sets you on your mission, and then when you become an adult, she's Sheik and she's helping you as Sheik, and she's a ninja and she's like running around in the shadows and doing shit. And then in Wind Waker, she's a pirate captain. In Twilight Princess, she's still the princess of Hyrule, but she's actually the ruling monarch. Like, you see her sitting on the throne, and like when Zant comes in and starts laying down all of his shit. And then in Spirit Tracks, she dies in the very beginning. Again, spoilers. She dies in the very beginning, and her ghost follows your ass around, and she's like the Navi, or the Navi of that game. But she's really useful in that you can use her to possess armor and run around a dungeon as a suit of armor and doing all kinds of shit. But usually what ends up happening is, in a game where she's featured prominently, she is really cool for a little while, but if she's ever just regular Princess Zelda, she gets captured. I mean, she's the wielder of the Triforce of Wisdom. Like, she's supposed to be intelligent, and presumably because she has wisdom, she's a powerful spellcaster. And, you know, she has all these attributes going for her, but she's always, like, imprisoned somewhere and you have to go rescue her. I think it's a boring waste of her character. And I think, you know, I think people would love to play a Zelda game where, you know, Link can be in it. You know, Link can be a playable character in it. But I want to play a game where, a main canon Zelda game where Zelda's the protagonist, and I'm laying down, you know, holy vengeance with my magic powers. You know, they did it really well in Hyrule Warriors, where she just, like, runs out into the field and just, you know, everybody just explodes with, like, holy power. And she's a total badass in it. I think that could be a cool use of her character. I think that Princess Peach deserves the same treatment. She had her own solo video game that was kind of shitty. But then you put them in Super Smash Brothers, and they're really powerful characters, if you know how to play them right. So I don't know. I feel like that could be a thing that could be done with the character that I think would be really great. Especially considering that Zelda's my favorite character in video games, just period. In fact, I gotta go get the Tetra one, but I got my Princess Zelda amiibo. Gotta have Princess. She was the first one I ever had. Then I got Link, then I got Ganondorf. I have all three of them sitting here. But that's it. That's Zelda 3. That is The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I was super happy to play it because I love playing this game. It's a great game. And I think I'm going to grab some lunch. Then maybe I'll play Heroes of the Storm or something crazy. But in the meantime, take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.